Most of you probably know this, but my most popular video that I've ever made, bar none, is my video showcasing my rework for the Eater of Worlds boss in Terraria. I always found it funny that that video would be my greatest success even to this date, since the Eater of Worlds rework really isn't that impressive. It's just something I slapped together in like 3 days. Compared to my last boss rework, it's not very impressive. However, I do think I can guess why it happened the way it did. One is because the concept of a vertical wall of flesh, which is basically what the Eater of Worlds rework is a pretty cool concept that a lot of people were interested in but hasn't really been very much explored in Terraria modding. And the second reason is that somebody made this video mathematically calculating how long it would take for the Eater of Worlds to eat an entire planet, and that video got really popular. So I imagine what happened is the YouTube algorithm took a look at that and was like, okay, this video got a huge amount of views, and it's about the Eater of Worlds actually eating a world. And there's also this video over here that's also about the Eater of Worlds actually eating the world. So I'm going to recommend this video to all the people that clicked on that video. That's just a theory, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Which is all to say that I probably owe my biggest success on YouTube to this guy named TerraSteel. So if you're happening to be watching this video, thanks. But anyway, I did actually watch his video about the Eater of Worlds, and it was quite interesting seeing all these mathematical calculations to try to figure out how long it would take. But obviously it was all theoretical because the Eater of Worlds, the worm, can't actually destroy blocks. And that got me thinking, what if we actually gave the Eater of Worlds the ability to destroy blocks, and gave it an AI that made it deliberately seek out blocks and try to eat the whole world instead of just attacking the player? Seeing as we have the power of modding on our side, that wasn't too hard to accomplish. I made an AI that would make the Eater of Worlds do exactly that. So it is my intention to unleash this monstrosity on a small world and just see what happens. This won't really prove anything because its AI is by no means accurate to the original Eater of Worlds AI and movement, so we can't really use it to prove anything about the Eater of Worlds. It's more just a fun little proof of concept of what if there was an enemy like this in Terraria that just tried to destroy your world. I will leave the source code for this Eater of Worlds variant probably in the description of the video. I might publish it as a standalone mod too, but probably not, and if someone else wants to publish it as a standalone mod, that's fine. I don't really care. And before we get into this experiment, according to YouTube statistics, 100% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, so if you're watching this video right now and you're not subscribed yet, then you don't exist. So, here we are in a brand new world. Nothing really special about it. It's just a small world on master mode, and it's a corruption world, obviously. Let me just see if I can find the corruption. Alright, here we are. So, let's just go ahead and spawn in the Eater of Worlds, and I'll turn on... It's over there, so I'll just turn on lighting and no clip so that we can see it. And here it is. The true Eater of Worlds in all of its glory. As you can see, it is destroying blocks. And right now it is traveling in a completely straight line. I'm not quite sure what the reason for that is. The AI is a bit messy, but we should see, yep, now it is changing direction. In short, the Eater of Worlds now, I'm on God mode, so I can't take damage or die, but it'll still shoot vile spit at you, and it'll still deal contact damage, and for all intents and purposes, it is still the normal Eater of Worlds with the same stats. Oh, but it does not care about killing the player at all. It does not care about you. Its only interest is in destroying the entire world, one block at a time. As you can see, it just split. I made it so that sand doesn't hurt it, so that it doesn't get annihilated by the underground desert, but it can still take damage from traps and hazards. So it's probably going to take a lot of damage before the world is completed. It might even get itself killed, who knows. But, yeah. Wow, just imagine summoning the Eater of Worlds in a normal playthrough, and then it just starts tunneling through your world, dealing irreparable damage and destroying resources. And catching it wouldn't be easy, and even if you hurt it, as you can see, you'll just split it, and then the problem becomes worse. You know what? Just to speed things up, I'm gonna help the Eater of Worlds out a little bit and just start splitting it. And hey, it's still one eater of worlds. It's just splitting. That's how the boss works. Some of them have already wandered pretty far. This one has made it all the way down to the underworld, and he is now just destroying Ash. Funny that it's not making a sound when he destroys Ash. Kind of weird. But yeah, that is the true eater world. It is extremely cursed. It is extremely obnoxious. Needless to say, this will not be a feature in Forgotten Evils, my Terraria mod, for those who don't know. Oh, he's getting wrecked by those beehives. You know, I'm genuinely not sure if the Eater of Worlds is like going to survive this. I mean, he's got a lot of clones now, but it's doubtful. This one's probably not going to survive much longer. One boulder and he's dead. These are doing a real number on this region near the underworld. So this one has actually gone off the edge of the map. You gonna come back, buddy? Is he coming back? Oh, yep, he came back. Alright, I guess he's fine. But if I keep talking like this, for like this whole session, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose my voice. So I think, as fun as this is to watch, I think I'm just going to go AFK and stop recording and just let these guys do their work for, I don't know, a long time. At least a few hours, probably more. Maybe I'll even leave them going overnight. The video estimating how long, I think he said that it would take around 2 real-life days. I don't think I have the luxury to, like, leave my computer running that long, but if I just leave it for a good while and the world isn't entirely destroyed, I should at least be able to tell how long it would take for them to effectively destroy the entire world. I mean, look at what they've... How long has it been? Only like 15 minutes if I'm being generous, but they've already just made a total mess of this part of the world. So I'll just put myself up here, and I will check back in a while, and we'll see how things look. I have a confession to make. After I left off last time, they all just died. They got killed by boulders and cactus boulders. So I reset the world, I made them immune to those things, and I set them loose again. And I waited, it's been about 3 hours, I said, and, well, they have done a lot of damage. It is truly, truly insane what they have done. This entire lower right region of the map has been utterly destroyed. As you can see, not completely, it's all like just this huge mess, but it has been thoroughly eaten through. The jungle temple is basically no more. I'm pretty sure this is where the Shimmer was, and if we go down to the underworld, this is what has become of the Shimmer. This is the underworld too. Hope you like it. And now they are currently working on finishing off the underground desert. You can see this lower part is also just a complete mess. There were more than 6 of them earlier, but some of them have still died to these beehives. Still, they have gotten way further than last time. Last time was a total disaster. Their behavior is definitely interesting. Through the process, they've eliminated the bottom right corner of the map, and they're gradually just moving in this direction. I didn't specifically program them to do that. It just seems like with the way they're programmed, they just tend to prioritize stuff to the bottom right first. And I tried to program them to seek out large clusters of blocks so they won't spend forever just mining these little bits they leave behind, and that seems to have worked out pretty well. Like, sometimes they can get lost in the nonsense. Like this one, he's just wandering around jumping from little cluster to cluster. Sand seems to kind of mess with them because when they touch it, some of the sand will turn into a projectile and fall. I've been watching them for a while, and they always eventually find their way back to larger clusters. Might just be nothing more than a massive troll just sneaking into your friend's mod pack and watch the fun, but I feel like there's some interesting things you could do with this. What if you just tried to do a run where this Eater of Worlds just spawns at the start, and your goal is to kill him before he makes the game unplayable? In that case, he'd probably have to be immune to bees, so that he'd be a little harder to kill. Anyway, they still haven't touched this region of the map over here. The dungeon remains completely untouched, as well as the ice caves and the corruption biome, but they are gradually moving their way towards it. If they can reach the corruption biome and destroy these shadow orbs, they will soon have a lot of backup. Then things are going to get a lot more hectic again. Gentlemen, it is happening. As we speak, they are already starting to break into the corruption, sort of. I mean, I know it just went the other way, but they are getting very close. In fact, they have already broken one shadow orb. I think it was the one, yeah, the one down here. Soon there is going to be more than one Eater of Worlds. I think there were like 8 heads to begin with, and now we're down to just 6, so I think they could use the backup, or otherwise this is going to take forever. The surface still hasn't been touched for the most part, except for these weird tunnels, and this pyramid is totally desecrated. And even the guy, he still has this little island to himself, as you can see. I watched as the Eaters came over here. The guy, he was looking a little nervous. He seems calm now, but this piece isn't going to last. Don't know if I showed this last time, but the ocean, well, the ocean is about as good as you would expect it to be. As opposed to this one is completely untouched still. Oh, and we have a tunnel. That's going to be fun. This one is getting pretty near the dungeon. I haven't killed Skeletron yet, but don't worry, I have enemy spawns turned off. Oh, we got another one. That is another Shadow Orb destroyed. One more, and another Eater of Worlds will enter this world and start wreaking havoc. These are both getting dangerously close to 2 Shadow Orbs. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, it was right there. What? He destroyed it, but, these last remaining 6 are making progress, and they've left the jungle far behind, so I don't see any of them dying. They're starting to bite into the ice biome. They're doing some very good work here. Soon they're going to touch on the dungeon. Like, it used to be just this corner of the map that was destroyed. Now it's like this tiny corner that hasn't been destroyed. Wow. This one little guy, he's done a lot of work. Talk about dedication. He's still cleaning up the blocks that are off the edge of the map. And yet they've still got a fair amount of work to go, but not nearly as much as they've already done. So pretty soon this world's just going to be destroyed. And yep, this one has officially touched the dungeon. So I don't want to go in the dungeon because then I'll be like harassed by the Dungeon Guardian. I don't know what I'm so afraid of. I can literally... Oh. Yeah, it's not even the Dungeon Guardian. I forgot. I have Forgotten Evils installed, so... I mean, it's the Ecto Guardian. What is wrong with me? Oh, slime is falling from the sky. I'm sure I do not care. Guide? Now, I think you can start to worry. Not just because you're having a million slimes dropped on your head. It looks like the guide has been spared for now. But who knows how long that's going to last. He had a very narrow escape, and there's not much left to stand on. Dungeon is getting attacked again, but he doesn't... Oh, yep, he's starting to prioritize it. This one is also attacking the dungeon. This one's still working on the underworld, but the assault on the dungeon has officially begun. And for once, there's nothing that our friend the Ecto Guardian can do about it. Anyway, what's this? Oh, this one has come back to the desert here, and wow, just look at that sand. The AI, it definitely works. Like, they keep coming back to these big clusters. It may take a while, but they do come back. They don't just wander off to these regions that have already been thoroughly eaten. And, yeah, Frozen Chest is gone. Got a bit of a light show going here, I apologize for that. Oh, another one of them died. There's only 5 of them left. I wonder what killed him. Was it the guide? By the way, it is constantly the corruption biome. I made it so that it's like that while the Eater of Worlds is alive to keep it from desspawning. There are probably better ways, but it seems like even when bypassing normal despawning behavior, it seems like the Eater of Worlds is hard-coded to just despawn itself if it's at like the underworld level, if it's not considered the corruption biome. So if it wasn't considered the corruption biome, this guy, he would literally just blip out of existence on screen. I have tested it. 4? There were 5 last time I checked, right? Wait. They're actually kind of dwindling. I'm not sure what's killing them, but the Eater of Worlds might actually lose. Like, he might not be able to destroy the entire world. I mean, we'll see. It's very close. I just can't see them all dying before the world is destroyed. Where are you going? This one's getting kind of lost in the wasteland. I could, of course, fix this by making the Eater of Worlds just immune to everything. Problem is, if I made it downright invincible, I wouldn't be able to split it, and this whole process would be a lot slower. Come to think of it, it might be interesting to try just seeing how long the Eater of Worlds by itself takes, but that would take a really long time. I don't really feel like doing that. There's 3. There's only 3 left. What is killing them? I don't understand. You need to go back. Your brothers need you. Oh no, they're not gonna make it, are they? But even if they ultimately all die before they even touch the ocean, just look at this world. One boss effectively did all that damage. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the point of this video is, honestly. Oh, it does well though, because this is probably gonna be a nightmare to edit. We've officially got to the point where there is only one left. I think there were like 8 different Eater of Worlds heads after I initially split it up. I'm really just not sure what's been killing them. Maybe fallen stars, but wouldn't they be shielded from them by all this rubble? I'm honestly kind of shocked it ended up being this way, and they had such a great start. I really thought they'd get the whole world, but nope, all this is still there, and for the most part, untouched. So, I mean, one's still alive, but he's probably not going to last much longer. But, yeah, I guess the Eater of Worlds did ultimately fail. He didn't eat the world. He didn't live up to his name, even after I gave him all these buffs. I mean, still, the impact that he has had on the world is certainly staggering, anyway. And just look at all this. It is just complete and utter destruction. There's still this part, but imagine trying to do like an actual run in this world. Imagine how many precious resources have been irreparably destroyed. You could still beat the game. The Lizard Altar is still here, and the dungeon's still there, but could you though? So many life crystals are gone, so many chests, it'd be so hard to find what you need to progress the game. So to that effect, if it was just trying to be a massive nuisance, it did succeed. Wait a minute, I think we just found the culprit. Slush. Did you see that? Like it, yeah, it's taking damage from slush. I forgot. Silt. Sand. I made it immune to those things, but I didn't make it immune to slush. Oh, what have I done? The others, this is how they died. They were killed by slush, of all things. Well, sorry buddy, that's my bad. The Eater of Worlds didn't fail, it would seem. I did. And I'm sorry. And there you have it. That was the true Eater of Worlds, as I'll call it. Again, this doesn't really prove anything about the actual Eater of Worlds because it's a completely different AI, but I hope it was fun to watch. It's been a very long time since I made a video just for the sake of making a video and not making it about my own Terraria mod, Forgotten Evils. So if you like this sort of content from me, please show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And then, maybe I'll do more videos like this. Reminder, the source code for this custom Eater of Worlds is downloadable in the description, so feel free to do that if you want to mess around with it or just try this experiment for yourself. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.
This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkin in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed